Let us move with the second model, that is organization. It is organizing and staffing. Next is directing and controlling. Two parts are there. The first we will start with the organizing and staffing. In organization, we will first come to the point that what is organization, how the organization work. That is very very important thing. There are many definitions, there are many ways to express the organizations. So the organization, some they have described it as a rational coordination of activities of a number of people for achievement of some common purpose or goal through division of labor and function, and through hierarchy of authority and responsibility. It means that organization consists of many peoples, that many peoples they are used, the peoples, the number of peoples or manpower, it is used to achieve some goal, some vision. We call it as a vision, to achieve the vision of the organization through its work and through the responsibility or through the authorities. Those objectives we are going to achieve. How it is going to achieve? It is going to achieved only through the organization or firm. So another Allen is a thinker, a good thinker. He described it is a process of identifying and grouping of a work to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority authorized, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work most effectively together. So it means it is such an organization. In this organization, what happen, it helps in performing the work, it helps in performing the work, that is called as a organization. And in this one, what happens, they will organize themselves, they will be given with some task, some work to perform. In this way, authorities will be there, managers will be there, many persons will be taking care of that one. Based on that one, they will achieve some objectives, that is objective, in that they will do some work in the organization, that is called as a organization. In many areas this type of organizations are there, in corporation, in army, in school, hospital, in industries, manufacturing industries, in corporate areas, such organizations are there. Characteristic of organization, some characteristic they are telling, they are showing what are the characteristic of the organization. The first, a purpose, goal, or goal which is already indicated in previous chapters, and task of planning. See, the first is the purpose. What the goal they have to achieve, that is very important in this one, and how the planning has to be done, that also is very very important. A clear concept of major duties or activities required to achieve for the purpose. In the organization, many technical peoples are there, non technical peoples are there. Those people, what happen, they are given with the responsibilities, they have given with the they are given with the responsibilities and the work which they are capable of doing that doing. Then classification of activities in jobs, then it comes the division of the jobs. Now two categories we have seen, technical, non technical. In technical, again there are many categories, there are many categories, there are many people who will be working, and based upon their skill and their qualification, work will be allotted. Establishment of relationship between these jobs in order to ensure the coordination. Now if you see, in an organization there are many departments, right from taking raw material to the finished product. There are many departments, like production department will be there, maintenance department will be there, account department will be there, safety department will be there, safety departments, safety manager, that also their department also is different. So many departments are there in this organization. What happen, they coordinate with each other, they coordinate with each other to make the things possible, to achieve the objectives. Next is process of organizing or organization. For organizing, when you organize, you have to make a different type of a structure or a department. There are many ways to do this one. They have defined in such a way that it is differentiation and integration. They have divided the process of organization into differentiation and integration. So there are seven steps in which we will be studying one by one what are the processes. In this one, the first comes the deciding organization boundaries. First, they have to know what are the objectives of the organization, how the organization has to work, what type of organization is there, what activities take place in the organization, what are the its boundaries, whether it is confined to this country or whether it can be spread to the other country. This all type of things is very important. So in this one, what happened in deciding organization boundaries? Boundaries are very important. The companies have to see what its manufacture, what are its choice, and what service it can do, what how it can tie up with other firms. That also is very important important. And in this one, whether the customer should be allowed to interact with workforce or only is be interacting with the salesperson. Such type of boundaries or such type of activities will be there in the organization, and the manager has to take care of the boundaries of the organization. Grouping of activities into department. When a grouping take place or when a organization firms is there, that time many work or activities take place. Many people are employed working. Lot of raw materials will be coming. It will be used in various processes. So in this one, when the work starts, that activities has to be divided into different departments. There are uh, departments like production, marketing, finance, and personal departments are there. So in this one, a when a raw material is used to convert into finished product, that is called as a production department. When it get out of the firm, then it becomes a marketing. And this thing, whatever the finance they are getting, money they are getting for, that is called as financing. Personal means there are many issues of the labor, or many issues which has to be solved. Legal issues, illegal issues has to be solved by the particular officer. That is called as a personal thing. So in this way, transportation, warehouse maybe in one department, traffic management also maybe in one department. And in this way they differ, they control the areas by having different departments. Determining the span of the management. See, in a organization, a management is a required. Span means a length of a management, how it works. For example, if you see chairman will be there, then managing director, then managers, then come project managers, then manager, project manager, then managers. Again, you will be having supervisors. This is a structure of a management of a or a firm or a organization. In this one, we cannot have a taller structure, the span or the length. If it is having a long structure, then it will be a more problem. But the big firms, if big firms are there, then you should have a long span of a management is required. There are many advantages as well as disadvantage of this one. If you are having a bigger or longer span of a structure, then you have to give more salaries to them, more salaries, and the work also will become efficient in this position. So they will try to minimize the span of the management. Next is setting up the coordination mechanism coordination. Every department, it is having its own activity, it's having its own manager, it's having its own workforce in the organization or the firm. Now we have to coordinate. The coordination has to take place properly. when the objective is given, when the objective is given, or any work is given to the particular departments, then it is bypassed to the lower level. Till lower level it will be having different type of activities. Then each member has to be, each member in the department, they has to be checked carefully whether he has done the work or he has achieved the particular whatever the job or whatever the function work it is given to him. So this coordination becomes very important. The managers has to take care of that one. For example, in a manufacturing section, a manager will see that the product which they are producing, it should be as per the standards, which should be as per the require, and he has to check that down the level workforce or a labor or the technical person, skilled person who is working on that one, he has to work it properly. And when the large for example, in other there are many other areas also, like universities, schools, where funds are very limited and work take place, those people also work, and they are also having some span of a management. The next is the principles of organization. There are many principles. The principles of the organization is defined as as follows: objectives, specialization, span of control, management by exceptional principles. First we'll go objective. The objective should be very clear. What are the objectives of the enterprises? Enterprises is having its objective, so it should be very clear. Based on that objectives, things has to work. Next comes the specialization. In specialization, what happens? Each work, it is given to particular person. A skilled person is there, or skilled manager is there, then a specific role has to be performed by the manager. So when he is holding, he should be able to work it properly. So if he is holding that post, he should work properly and has to give the performance. Span of a control. In span of a control, what happen? A manager is there. If a subordinate is this, subordinate should be very less. See, 4 or 5 subordinates should be there, either supervisor, foreman, and it help in many problems, solving many problems. Manage. Now next is management by exception principles. In this one, what happen? A higher level people or higher level management, they are more involved in the planning and policies, and their work is quite different in this one. Such, and if there is a routine any problem or anything is routine problem is there in the work field or in the production, then it has to be solved by the supervisors or down the staff, and whatever critical problem has to be addressed to them, so that their time should not be wasted and it should be used in proper way. The first in this one principle of organization, delegation. Delegation is the proper authority should be given to the managers, and some authority also should be given to the lower level of the organization, so that they should do the work with full responsibility and responsibility. And next is responsibilities. The superior should take the responsibility of the subordinate. If any problem occurs or any things happen, then it is the responsibility of the superior to take the charge of the subordinate. Authorities. Authority, manager is given authority so that he can achieve the objectives. He has all the authority. If he want, he can change the department of the workforce, or he may change some of the activities what is going to happen. That is a tool provided to the manager. Efficiency. See, when our organized structure is there, we have, it has to be checked that efficiency of individual managers, workforce, labor should be very good. Simplicity. In this one, the structure of the organization should be very simple. There should not be more people, more peoples in the management. so that it can become a very simple structure and can work properly. Flexibility, in the flexibility the organization should be flexibility, should change its thing as the things demand or upon the new design or as per the need of the customers.